What's going on, guys? My name is Noah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things my therapists currently want me to work on. So as some of you know, I've been in rehab for nearly 5 months. I complete a 5-month program at Treehouse Recovery in about 10 or 11 days. And there's been a lot of growth in that time, which has been wonderful. We did a review of how things are going for me, and there were a few things that stuck out that my therapist, my leadership team at Treehouse Recovery want me to work on. I'm gonna focus on 3. The first one is eye contact when speaking with people. When I first got to Treehouse and I was sitting with the therapist, I was very uncomfortable in my own skin. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of fear, a lot of withdrawal symptoms, a lot of. And something I struggled with was maintaining eye contact with anyone I was speaking to. Constantly looking down, looking away, looking up, looking off into nowhere, and not just looking directly at the person I was talking to. Something I will be working on consistently now going forward is making sure that when I'm talking to someone, I hold my attention to their eyes and I make sure I'm being completely present with them. And it's harder than you'd think sometimes. I want you to consider the last time you had a conversation with someone. How often are you able to make eye contact? Even making this video now, I'm being mindful of the fact that I think historically, I would look away a lot when I spoke as opposed to just staring right into your eyeballs. So I'm gonna be working on that. The next thing that I'm gonna be working on per my leadership team is qualifying the way I think and what I want and what I'm talking about. So something I do a lot of that I'm now working on, but was really obvious in treatment, is qualify things that I say as if they might be wrong, or just in case whatever I'm saying isn't going well. I'd worry about how what I was saying was being received by the people I was saying it to. So an example of me qualifying would be like someone asks you, hey, what'd you do today? Let's say during the day I did nothing, like I just watched TV or relaxed. I might say, oh, I didn't do much, but it was only because I got a lot of work done the day before. So the need to qualify, the need to make sure that they understand why I do something or think something I'm learning comes from an insecure place, comes from a fearful place, comes from a place that wants to not be judged, a place of fear of rejection and all these things that are ultimately very unhealthy, and they're usually based irrationally. Particularly because no one usually asks when I do this whole qualifying rendition. So something I'm gonna be focusing on is simply just owning my story, owning my experiences, owning my thoughts, and letting that be enough. Not feeling this overwhelming urge to overly explain things that I have no reason to explain. Maybe something you can work on too, depending on if you can relate to that. The last thing I wanna bring up sort of ties into the qualifying thing. Something that they were noticing that I do a lot is talk about whatever it is I'm talking about, but then suddenly stop what I'm saying if I get the thought that I may be oversharing or the thought that no one's interested in what I'm saying, and I would then say a filler word like anyway, or oh shoot, now I'm just rambling, or never mind. And it was all based again on this idea in my head that there's something wrong. Like something must be going wrong. People must be thinking a certain thing. I must be making people feel a certain type of way. So I would stop whatever I was saying often in group, particularly one-on-one with a therapist. And I'd say, oh, anyway, or never mind, or I'm rambling. And it was all based on insecurity. And I'm working very hard on being a secure individual. And it's one of those things where I think I'm pretty secure, but then my behavior often would suggest otherwise. Or at least these thought patterns I would have. Hey, little girl. Oh, sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm filming in a public place. So anyway, guys, those are 3 things that I am going to be actively working on. Going forward now and forevermore, there's so many more things I could share with you, but I just want to get a quick video out. So in the comments below, please let me know what are some things you are specifically working on and how are you going about working on them and why do you want to work on them? I'd love to learn from you. Thank you for your time. So many ideas, so many thoughts, so many updates, and we'll do video soon. Kiss! Mwah. All right, guys, see you in the next video.